She wants to know, is he her brother in Christ or is he a future boyfriend? And I gotta tell you guys, this is classically awkward Christian dating conversation 101. I think a lot of times these unfortunately awkward situations come up in Christian culture because of pure intentions. I don't think this awkwardness happens because people are trying to be awkward. I think it happens because people don't want to do the wrong thing and they want to honor each other and be good humans and honor the Lord and our bodies and minds and all these things. And then we end up in these kind of awkward situations and awkward dynamics where we're like, hold on though, like, should we hold hands to like almost kiss or should we hold hands to pray? So I'm going to try to answer this question to the best of my ability. The writer is 18 and she said, what do you do if you're unsure if a guy likes you? What if this guy is not as spiritually mature as you'd want in a relationship and you're just trying to remain a sister in Christ to him, praying for him and helping him along in his faith? I love this guy like a brother. He's super sweet and kind. I've seen spiritual growth and I'm also trying to help him along. And so she wants to know what's up with this relationship. Like, where do you draw the line? Here's the thing, you guys. I'm going to just tell you, like, I don't believe in magic, even though I use words like, oh my gosh, it's magical, or I talk about unicorns regularly. But even if I did believe in magic, there's something so much greater, which is God's plan, right? And I truly believe that God has an incredible plan. And sometimes it could be the person that you never imagined was, you know, a potential love interest for you, or the person that you never felt like you were good enough or whatever it is. I believe that God can like do wonderful things and make it happen. So I want to make that super clear, right? The next thing that I want to say is if you're at a point where you see someone like a brother, then let that be your really cool brother. And if you're struggling with having like interest in this person, then let this person be a friend, because you don't want to be attracted to your brother. You know, I used this example a while ago on a podcast episode that I did, and I was kind of fussing at guys a little bit because a lot of times guys overuse, like especially Christian guys overuse the sister in Christ thing. But a lot of times what I believe is happening is guys are just saying, like, kind of in the back of their head, I'm not ready to settle down, but just in case I am, she might be a good option. So let me kind of use this as a thing to just make sure she knows that I think she's interesting and I think she's cool, right? It's like almost like a way to friend zone a girl. But for some women in Christian communities and Christian cultures, you hear sister in Christ and you're like, oh, that means there's a possibility. And let's just shut that down for both men and women. This is not me shutting down what it means to be a brother or sister in Christ. Like, that's not me shutting that down. But I'm shutting it down with the overuse of the context of siblinghood, when really a lot of times subconsciously it's being used as a let me keep you in a close circle in case I decide to marry you at some point. And we gotta chill, bruh. You know what I mean? I'm happily married now. My husband knows this story. I mean, I think pretty much anybody that's ever listened to my podcast or that's subscribed to me on YouTube knows the story at this point, that one of the most challenging, you know, things that happened to me in my singlehood was a guy that I thought we were dating, and then he said something about, you know, me being his sister in Christ, and I just got super uncomfortable because, like, again, this is not me talking about theology. This is not me saying theologically what we should and shouldn't be saying. But what I am saying is that in a romantic context, I don't want to see, like, that's not the first, like, that's not the, like, that, like when my husband and I said our vows, it wasn't like, for sickness, through sickness and health, rich or poor, you're my brother forever. You know what I mean? And so, like I said at the top of this, God can do beautiful, amazing things with any two humans, any one human. Like, I really do believe that. I'm not saying that just to say it. I do just want to encourage anybody out there that's like, yeah, like, I'm really, you know, he's like my brother and I'm walking alongside him and I am, you know, I'm helping him grow spiritually and I'm teaching him things. Then that's your relationship. Like, that's what it is. I said this in my book, Boys, 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 and this is a different variation of that, but the world is not going to run out of single men. It's not going to run out. No, don't get me wrong. I be reading some of y'all stories, and some of these men out here are a hot mess, and I apologize for the ones that y'all dealing with. I'm so sorry, baby. I know it's hard, but what I'm saying is that you don't have to try to just grab up just any of them. You don't have to go through your list of the men that you friend zoned and be like, well, let me just double check real quick, because yeah, maybe those are some cool dudes, but maybe you stressing yourself out too, boo. You know what I mean? So it's like a two-sided thing. Don't be so quick to friend zone someone that you might have interest in, but don't be so quick to unhealthily leave the door open when it doesn't need to be. I'ma close the door, Bruno. I'ma close the door, Bruno.